What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what could or what may or may not happen to the old market in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM tomorrow with the launch of Season 6 in MyTEAM. We're at that time of the year again, Season 6. It's crazy. Like, Season 6 came in March last year. Pretty sure it wasn't even that late into March, if I'm not mistaken. It was probably 2 weeks earlier than this week because it was a 5-week season, Season 5, and then obviously the game came out a week later this year. So, yeah, we're kind of at that stage. So last season we saw Radioactive to start Season 6, which was just a god tier set. Which was a god tier set. If you guys don't remember who was in Radioactive, we got Clem Haskins, we got Yuta. He came out at the start of Season 6. Base 98. Thad Young was really good. Then we also got Kareem. And we also got a Tracy McGrady, who we already have a lot of those guys. So if you look at Radioactive from last year, like, we already have these guys. Whereas last year getting 2 Dark Matters. Dark Matters were coming out a lot later. And obviously this set came out on March 26th. Which is quite a bit of a different time to right now. But we also got like Lionel Simmons. If you guys don't remember, he was a demigod. We got Wade, who was basically just the level 3, the Season 3 Galaxy Opal, which at that time was still kind of usable. We got a really good Jalen Rose card, one of the most underrated cards in all of my team that year. A quick dribble style, base 32 on very quick. He was straight up one of the most underrated cards in all of my team. And I stand by that. He was so good. And this card was also really, really good. This is one of the most underrated cards in the game. We got like an AK, who might have been the best card in the game at that time. We got a Giannis, but like, well, this set wouldn't be crazy this year. Last year it was. It really was. So, you know why I'm looking at camera. I just clicked on the wrong thing. But this year, we already know we're getting Blake Griffin. We know we're getting Paul George. We know we're getting Zach LaVine. But we also know who the rewards are this year. And with level 40 Josh Giddey, and with level 40 being easier than ever, like, people are going to have Josh Giddey on Saturday. And then even people who are taking their time are going to have him in a week. Like, again, I've said it, like, I'm getting Josh Giddey. Like, I'm grinding for level 40 next season. I'm getting Josh Giddey. So, depending on his release, we could see, I'm not sure how Luka's price is going to be when we're talking about next gen. Because Luka is just Luka. But I think we could see, like, Jordan dropping in price. Cade's already kind of low. All the other elite point guards other than, like, Jordan and Luka are kind of low. I think we might see Jordan dropping a little bit in price. There's one huge card I really think drops in price, though. And it is the best center in all of my team right now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think it's the reason why he was like on my how to prepare video. He was on like the thumbnail of that. I think highly likely the 600-700k Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I have no idea what price this is. Maybe 250, 300k. I think the difference is quick first step, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the Kemba Mutombo changes the price of that big time. I think the Kemba changes the price of Kareem because I just have a feeling the Kemba is going to be a demi. I really have a feeling the Kemba Mutombo is going to be a demigod in my team. Because 1,000 tokens, you might be saying, oh, why would 2K put like a lock token reward? Like, I don't think we see Mutombo being able or getting the badges off rip, but I think he'll be able to hold all of them. Because what 2K normally do is, like, token rewards do cost money. This is what 2K have been doing last year with token rewards. Token rewards, I know you can get them for free, but most people, they baited everyone with Thurl. So I think they're going to make Mutombo really good because then people are going to start locking in collections. So they can't sell their MT, or they can't sell their cards to get more MT. And then once they start locking in collections, then suddenly they buy their Mutombo, or they get their Mutombo, and then Mutombo's probably missing a few badges. I doubt he comes with quick first step. I doubt he comes with range, but I think he'll be able to hold both of them. I think that's what's going to be a huge thing with the Dikembe. So I have a feeling Kareem's price is going to drop quite a bit because Dikembe, I think, will cement himself as the center in my team, as the center of choice. But that's, again, just a guess. That is a complete guess, but I do have a feeling that's going to happen. In terms of other cards, I don't think we see anything majorly changing tomorrow. I think we see a gradual change because of the amount of free dark matters there are. I think with the fact that there are 3 dark matters tomorrow, I think we might see opals kind of tanking specifically in tomorrow's set, because if tomorrow's with the 3 dark matters, if tomorrow has any like guaranteed deluxe packs, I think we see the opals at a very, very cheap price, which again, it's not like it's the biggest deal in the world with the opals being cheap, but I do think that while it's not going to affect the grand scheme of the market, because opals are already quite cheap, it's going to affect these specific opals. It's going to affect those specific ones. And in terms of dark matters, I really don't think we see anything too crazy in terms of price changes, unless of course like the odds go from less than 2% to 2% or 3% or something like that. Because like once the odds turn to that, then we're going to start to see a lot more. Well, we already see a lot of dark matters. We're going to see a lot more buyout dark matters. Like if you look at dark matter buyouts right now, I'm pretty sure it's Shaq. Yeah, it's Shaq. So like there is still no other dark matter buyouts. I mean, even Westbrook's not even a buyout. And the only reason Shaq's a buyout was because 2K put him on TTO boards. So he's pretty cheap. But then if you look at not buyout, it's not like Curry's that expensive. Lucas still is. Zion's way cheaper than I thought he was going to be. Zion's genuinely way cheaper than I thought he was going to be. I would be tempted to buy Zion over the weekend. Not even lying. I'd be tempted to buy Zion because he's that good. But yeah, I don't see any of these dark matters dropping under the 100k. I really don't. I don't think we're at that time yet, but I do think the time is coming soon. I think we see dark matters drop. We see them tank in price the day we see an Evo Galaxy Opal 2 dark matter. Like if we saw any of those guys last week, dark matter prices were tanking. These are the way pack odds are. And I don't think we see like regular dynamic rating cards affecting the price of dark matter. So I don't see any of tomorrow's dark matters being a buyout, despite the fact there being 3 of them, unless we see the odds at above 2%. I think if we see the odds at above 2%, we get one of these guys that are going to be a buyout. More than likely Blake Griffin. I think we see Blake in and around the 100k. I think he's going to be, because of the fact that people just think he's notoriously bad in 2k, even though he's been really good most years in 2k. Like he was a god in 2K19. He was really good in 2K20. He was a really, really solid in 2K21, especially that point guard version and his pink diamond. And then like 2K18, he had a really good diamond as well. So like Blake has always been good in 2K. I don't know where the Blake's terrible in 2K narrative comes from, but I think he's going to be cheap. And I think one of Lavine or Paul George, probably Paul George, is going to be stupidly overpriced, and the other one's going to be mid-tier. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That is what I think is going to happen to the market at the start of Season 6. I think in terms of the rewards, most of the rewards are either going to be... I don't think Unlimited has ever changed anything. I don't think Worthy's really... Like, Worthy's literally is going to be Thorough 2.0, so I don't think he's going to change anything. And then none of the RNG rewards never have changed anything in my team. They genuinely have never changed anything. So the only cards I can really see going down in terms of big cards are like Kareem. And a lot of those mid-tier centers might drop a bit. There aren't really any other ones because like Hakeem's not that expensive. D-Rob's not that expensive. So other than Kareem, there are no crazy expensive centers in my team to be affected by Mutombo. Again, there might be an exchange reward that's really good and really cheap that might kind of affect some things a little bit. We might end up seeing a Ascension reward that's like really decent and really cheap. But other than that, no, I think the market's going to stay quite similar tomorrow of all days. I think as time goes on the season, I think between now and 6 weeks from now, the market will completely tank. But I don't personally think day one of the season is the day it's going to tank. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.